It's August. Hard to believe. That means that football season is right around the corner.
Were you just kind of checking your watch?
Well, I was making sure it was August.
It is, in fact, August. Yes,
yeah.
Sources say.
4 days
time
in
flies.
now.
Yeah.
Fans getting antsy as they await kickoff for the 2022 season. I heard you're one of those fans.
Absolutely, yes.
Jonathan and Jonathan.
Yes, I'm Nancy as well.
So we're calling up Jonathan Huskey to break down the season outlook for the Sooners, the Cowboys, and the Golden Hurricane. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's nice to do this with two Jonathans.
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
kind of confusing.
You don't ever have to worry about forgetting our name.
I don't. Yeah, we're solid on that.
Yeah.
Let's start with OSU. The Cowboys coming off their best season since 2011. Are they favorites in the Big 12 this year?
So if you look at the preseason poll, no. They were picked to finish third in the conference, but personally I think that's absurd. I think that they should be the favorite to win the conference. I don't think there's any reason that they shouldn't be. Spencer Sanders is back at quarterback. He is the longest tenured starting quarterback in the conference this year. And really everything in college football as a whole, especially in the Big 12, you kind of live and die with your quarterback. Spencer Sanders is back. Mike Gundy had some very good things to say about him yesterday when they started camp, called him a magician running their offense. That alone, I think, gives them a step up over everybody else in the league. So, yes, I think they should be thought of as the favorites in the Big 12. Apparently no one else thinks so, but I do. And, it wouldn't surprise me at all to see them back in Arlington for the championship game this season.
You might see some people around Oklahoma.
Well, right, yes. I guess I should say those that were polled for the media, the preseason poll, which I was not involved in. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, Cowboys fans love hearing that.
Yeah.
Let's switch to the Sooners, though. OU, of course, thinks they're the favorites in the Big 12 like they always do. But there are a lot of new faces this year in Norman, including a new head coach. What does a successful season look like for the OU Sooners?
I think if they equal last season, I think if they replicate last season's success, or maybe even go beyond just a little bit, if they win a couple games and maybe make it to a New Year's Six Bowl or something like that, that's a very successful season. First-year head coach, first-year quarterback, first-year coordinators. My argument is always, if you took the logos off the helmets and you just looked at the roster and the stats and the team, you would not pick this team to win the Big 12. You just wouldn't. And that's not a knock on Oklahoma. That's not a knock on Dylan Gabriel or Brent Venables or anybody. But historically, new coaches struggle at the Power 5 level. So I think a bowl game, obviously, it should be a given in Oklahoma, no matter who's coaching them. A New Year's Day bowl, maybe that next kind of tiered down bowl, the Alamo Bowl, like they were in last year, that's a success in my mind. That's a successful season and a good base to build on moving forward for Brent Venables and company.
And talking about success, the Golden Hurricane did pretty well last season, ending on a high note with a bowl victory.
Yes.
How can they build off of that season to improve going into this year?
I think they just kind of need to keep doing what they were doing. Everybody kind of got down on TU really early last year because the start of the season was tough. They lost to UC Davis, which was an FCS team. Didn't look great to start the season, but won 3 games in a row to become bowl eligible and then won the bowl game. I still say that's Philip Montgomery's most impressive coaching job that he's had at TU. So I think who they are as a team is much closer to the way they played at the end of last year as opposed to the beginning. So with a lot of guys coming back, Davis Brin is back at quarterback. They got a lot of experience back at the offensive skill positions, running back and wide receiver. If they just kind of keep going from where they were last year, I think they'll be just fine. Haven't won back-to-back bowl games since 07 and 08. So that's a goal to shoot for.
We'll see.
Over there at 11th and Harvard.
Yeah, we wish them luck doing that. Thank you again for being here.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.